Why is Ming's panda the size of a building? Everyone in May's family turns into a red panda. May's is small, her aunties are bigger, her mother's is a kaiju. The internet has invented some strange answers for that. The director gave the real one, and it's better than any of them. From that to the teacher 4 different videos have misidentified, to the reason there's a bird skeleton in the science room, today 10 turning red theories, and what's actually true. But first, drop a red panda in the comments and hit subscribe if May is your favorite. Number 1. Why Ming's panda is so much bigger. Start with the question the whole film builds to and never answers out loud. The pandas are different sizes. May's is small enough to fit in a school hallway. The aunties are bigger. Ming's is the size of a stadium. The film never gives you a rule, so the internet made several up, and the popular one is about periods. That isn't it. Here's what the director actually said. That's the mechanism. May's is small because she's been letting it out all film, poofing constantly all over the place, badly. The aunties are bigger because they sealed theirs young and have carried it since. And Ming's is enormous because, in Shi's words, it's 40 years of it coming out at once. The size isn't biology, it's how long you've been holding it in. Number 2, that teacher is not Charles Muntz. Now to the theory I've seen in 4 separate videos, all saying the same thing. The claim, May's teacher is a young Charles Muntz, the villain from Up, because he looks like him and there's a bird skeleton in his room. He isn't, and it isn't even close. The character has a name. He's Mr. Kieslowski, May's math teacher, and his catchphrase is "be like water," a Bruce Lee line. The name itself is a nod to the Polish filmmaker Krzysztof Kieslowski, and the timeline kills it. Muntz was already a grown, famous explorer in the 1930s. Turning Red is set in 2002. He'd be 90. No Pixar statement, no crew comment, nothing. It's a resemblance, and that's all it is. Number 3, but the skeleton is real. Back to number 2, because the other half of that theory is genuinely on screen. There is a large bird skeleton in the school, up on a shelf, visible as Panda May goes past. And it does look a lot like Kevin, the bird from Up. Look at what's sitting next to it. A gem from Onward, another Pixar film on the same shelf. That's not one coincidence. That's a shelf of them. Honest note, this one is fan-spotted, not official. It isn't on Disney's own published Easter egg list, and no animator has confirmed it. Say fans found, which makes it exactly the kind of thing the studio leaves in and never mentions. Number 4, the 2 Easter eggs things are actually confirmed. Back to number 3, because there are 2 in this film that are official. Disney published them itself. First, the Nemo sticker. During the scene where the girls are scheming in the school bathroom, there's a clownfish sticker on one of the stall doors. Second, and this is the better one, the Bao sign. Walking home, May passes a restaurant sign that says Bao, and it's typeset in the same font as the title card of the Pixar short Bao, which is not a random reference. Bao was directed by Domee Shi, the same person who directed this film, and it's about a mother and a dumpling that becomes a son. And May's father, Jin, makes Bao at home in this movie. The director put her own short film in the neighborhood. Number 5, nobody ever explains Grandma Wu's scar. Now to a detail on a character's face that the movie shows you constantly and never mentions. Grandma Wu has a scar, a clear one, above her eye. It's never explained. Not a line, not a flashback, not a glance. And the popular theory is dark, that Ming gave it to her. That when Ming's panda got loose as a teenager, she attacked her own mother. And that's why Ming is so terrified of the thing, and so desperate for May to seal it away. Now here's what the film actually shows, because this is where the theory oversteps. In the flashback, teenage Ming is crying. She says she's sick of trying to be perfect and will never be good enough for her mother. There's no attack, no injury, no scar, so the theory fills a real gap. The movie absolutely implies something terrible happened between those two. It just never shows it, and anyone telling you it's confirmed is guessing. Number 6, the paws up pose is real animal behavior. Now to something the animators got right that almost nobody notices. When Panda May gets startled, she doesn't crouch or run. She stands up and throws both paws over her head. It plays as a cartoon reaction. It's observed behavior. Pixar sent people to the San Francisco Zoo to study actual red pandas before animating her, and one of the things they came back with was exactly this. And the reason is not surrender. It's an attempt to look bigger to whatever is threatening them. A frightened animal making itself as large as possible in a film whose entire ending is a girl's mother doing the same thing. Number 7, Priya is not a werewolf. Now to a theory about May's quietest friend. Priya barely changes expression. She's deadpan through the whole film, even when everyone around her is losing it, and she's always reading something supernatural. So the theory goes, she's hiding a transformation too. She stays calm because emotion would trigger it, and she reads vampire books as research. There is nothing behind this. The book she's carrying is a Twilight parody, a joke prop, in a film absolutely stuffed with early 2000s jokes, and her flatness has a much simpler read that the film actually supports. She's 13 and she's cool. Being unbothered while your friend's meltdown is is the character. Sometimes the quiet one is just quiet. Number 8. The temple guards aren't what you've been told now to 2 statues you've walked past every time you've watched this. Outside the Lee family temple, there are 2 red panda statues, one on each side of the entrance. You'll be told they're based on Buddhist neo-guardians, the pair with one mouth open and one closed, meaning birth and death. That's a real tradition. It just isn't this. Those guardians are Japanese, and this temple is a Chinese-Canadian family shrine. The production designer has described the temple's look in one word: panda. Everything about it is built out of the animal, and the film gives you its own joke about them. Out loud, 2 red pandas guarding a family shrine named after the Simpsons kids by a 13-year-old. That's the actual reference, and it's funnier than the theory. Number 9. 22. From Soul does not become May now to the biggest Pixar theory attached to this film, and it falls apart on a calendar. At the end of Soul, 22 finally goes to Earth to live a life. The film never shows where she lands, so a theory took off that 22 becomes May. Same passion for music, same energy, and Pixar loves connecting its films. 2 problems, and the second one ends it. First, nobody confirmed it. Not Pete Docter, not Domee Shi, not Pixar. The theory started on a YouTube channel and got repeated until it sounded official. Second, the dates don't work. Soul takes place around 2019 or 2020. Turning Red is set in 2002. 22 goes to Earth roughly 17 years after May is already 13, which is the useful thing to remember about Pixar theories generally. The studio does hide real connections, so people assume every connection is real. Number 10. What this movie was actually first at. And here's the one that'll actually get you, because this film broke real records, and the internet keeps crediting it with the wrong ones. True, it's the first Pixar feature to deal with periods directly, not hinted at. On screen, in dialogue, played for comedy and warmth at once. True and bigger. The entire leadership team was women. Director, producer, co-writer, production designer, director of photography, all of them. Disney announced it themselves, and Domee Shi is the first woman to direct a Pixar feature on her own. False. That it's the first Pixar film to break the 4th wall. May does narrate straight to the audience, but The Incredibles opened with superheroes talking to a camera in 2004, and both Ratatouille and Coco open with the main character telling you their story. And that matters, because the 2 real firsts are genuinely historic. Attaching a fake one to them only gives people a reason to argue with the true ones. So tell me, did you know why the pandas are different sizes? And that's it. Which one surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. If you want the next part, hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed, because we're uncovering even more secrets next time.